Some cars are remembered for their speed, some for their beauty, some for their technology. But only a few cars ever changed the direction of an entire industry. This is the story of the Ford Mustang, a car born from risk, shaped by youth, forged by racing, and immortalized by culture. From 1964 and a half to 1973, this is how the Mustang became an American legend. In the early 1960s, American cars were big. Long, heavy, designed for families, not individuals. Young buyers had money for the first time in history. But the industry wasn't listening. They wanted style. They wanted performance. They wanted something that felt like theirs. Ford was struggling. Sales were slipping. The company needed something bold. Something no one had tried before. Chapter 2. The idea that shouldn't have worked. The idea came from one man. He believed the future of the automobile belonged to youth. The concept, affordable, sporty styling, customizable, performance options, built from existing parts to save money. Executives were skeptical. Some thought it would fail. Others thought it would dilute the Ford brand. But Iacocca pushed forward. The Falcon Foundation. To keep costs low, Ford borrowed heavily from the Falcon. Falcon chassis, Falcon suspension, Falcon drivetrain options. But what Ford didn't borrow was the Falcon's personality. Chapter 3. The 1964 and a half Mustang. The unveiling. April 17, 1964. The New York World's Fair. Ford pulled the cover off a car that would shock the world. The Mustang. We will let Parks and Expo explain.
The 1964-65 New York World's Fair had some wild modes of transportation on display. But there was only one you could put in your own driveway, and it became an American icon, the Ford Mustang. The 1964-65 New York World's Fair, which wasn't even an officially recognized world exposition, brought together some of the most innovative products of the day. Transistor TVs from Japan, a computer from IBM, and the Telstar satellite, to name a few. But it was Ford that debuted a new product that you could put in your own driveway after the fair. While in development for several years, the New York World's Fair aligned perfectly for the launch of the Mustang. As a sponsor of the 1939-40 New York World's Fair, held at the same location, Ford was a natural to return. But rather than have drivers for their vehicles, as they did in 1939, this time Ford partnered with Walt Disney to create the Magic Skyway, an automatic way of moving people through a series of scenes in real Ford cars. Being introduced at the fair, the Mustang proved to be quite popular on the ride. The same day the Mustang debuted at the fair, it was available at Ford showrooms. And when the fair concluded, even the Mustangs from the attraction were sold.
We would never sell a ride vehicle out of Disneyland, but Ford said that, no, we're going to sell these cars after we use them each year on the attraction.
1964 and a half, 1964 and a half Mustang details. Long hood, short deck, aggressive stance, affordable price, $2,368. Engine options: 170 cubic inch inline 6, 260 V8, 289 V8. It was stylish, it was fast, and anyone could afford it.
This was the birth of the pony car segment. Ford predicted sales of 100,000 units in the first year, but the Mustang shattered expectations, selling over 1 million units in less than 2 years. Performance: the 289 V8 offered 210 horsepower in its two-barrel version, and up to 271 horsepower in the legendary Hyper-K-Code version. Depending on the engine, the Mustang could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in anywhere from 10 seconds to a thrilling 6.5 seconds.
Sales explosion. Ford expected to sell 100,000 Mustangs in the first year. They sold that many in the first 3 months.
Features: the Mustang offered customization like no other car at the time.
By the end of the year, over 400,000 Mustangs were on the road.
And even a convertible top. This made each Mustang feel personal, tailored to its owner.
Chapter 4, 1965, 1966. The Mustang takes over.
The base model started at just $2,368.
The Mustang wasn't just a hit, it became a movement.
It was a car for the people, yet one that looked like
Trims and identity: coupe, convertible, fastback, introduced 1965.
it appeared in movies like Goldfinger and later
Packages: GT, Rally Pack. Pony interior.
and everyday Americans all wanted one.
Buyers could build a Mustang that felt personal. No two cars had to be the same.
The open road. Pros and cons.
Racing influence begins.
The first generation Mustang had pros and
Racers noticed, and one man saw even more potential.
design. Affordable price.
Chapter 5. Carroll Shelby and the GT. Carroll Shelby wasn't interested in style. He was interested in winning. GT 350 birth, 289 V8, 306 horsepower, stripped interior, track-focused suspension. The GT 350 transformed the Mustang. From stylish cruiser into a legitimate race car. Racing success, SCCA, dominance. Road racing credibility. Mustang earns respect. The Mustang could now do more than look fast. It could win. Chapter 6, 1967, 1968. The muscle era begins. By 1967, America wanted more. More power. More attitude. Bigger body, bigger power. Wider stance, reinforced frame. Big block, compatibility. Engine options, 390 FA, 428 Police Interceptor. The Mustang was no longer just a pony car. It was entering muscle car territory. Bullet 1968. Then, Hollywood sealed its legacy. Steve McQueen. A Highland Green Mustang. And the greatest car chase ever filmed. The Mustang became immortal.